Welcome back to Design Bundle's YouTube channel. If you guys are new here, my name is Crystal, and today we are going to be making 2 easy Halloween projects using your Cricut and free SVG files. Yes, I said that correctly. Today we are using free SVG files. So if you guys did not know, over on designbundles.net, we actually have free resources for you, and there is tons of stuff. So you guys can see over here on the side, you can narrow it by SVG, PNG, and all of those things, and we add stuff to this all of the time. So you can actually even put in your phone number, so that way it lets you know when anything new has been added. So the 2 files that I'm actually using out of here is this one right here, and then I'm also going to be using this one right here on a cup. So let's go ahead and head on over to Cricut Design Space. All right, so jumping on over to Cricut Design Space, here is those 2 files that I'm using. Super duper easy. You're just going to download them to your computer and bring them over to Cricut Design Space. So we're going to be using this one right here. It's going to look white during the daytime on a black t-shirt, and at night it's going to glow. It's going to be so cool. And then for this one right here, the file is actually going to come in like this, but what I've done is I came up to that offset feature up here at the top and just added an offset, because what I'm actually going to do today is we're going to use this really fun orange holographic, and then on top of that I'm going to put some of that glow in the dark HTV. So I'm going to show you guys how to layer adhesive vinyl and HTV today. Now, why would I be doing this? Because I don't have any adhesive vinyl that glows in the dark, but I definitely want to accomplish this, and you can still do so using HTV. So is it a necessary? Is it something that I'm recommending because of a certain way? No, I just don't have the product, but I definitely want to make a glow in the dark cup, so that's why I'm using it. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit that back button so I can put these 2 pieces back together. Now, I've already sized these out. I've measured my mug. And by the way, today I'm using this black mug from the Dollar Tree. So they have these in orange and black and obviously white, but I really love the black, and I think it's just gonna pop off of here so nicely. All right, and then I've already sized this guy out here to 10 inches wide as well. So all of these are ready to cut. So we're gonna go ahead and hit make it. I'm gonna go ahead and choose that we're cutting on the mat and hit continue. Now remember that this is HTV, both of them are HTV, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the mirror button here. And then I'm actually gonna scoot this guy up a little bit so that way we don't waste any product. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that up there, just making sure that nothing is touching, so that way I can save some of that. And then as for my orange, obviously I don't need to do anything with that. So we're gonna go ahead and hit continue here. All right, so what we're gonna go ahead and do is choose everyday iron on for this one. As you guys can see, I have some overhang down here at the bottom, and that's okay. As long as it's not sticking off of the sides and gonna get in the way of the wheel, you can actually leave your material, or you can cut it down with a paper trimmer if you wanted to. So we're ready to load this one, so I'm gonna get it under those wheels, hit that load button, and get ready to cut it out. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit the unload button, and then I like to just flip it over like so, and we're gonna remove it from the mat. All right, so for our next one here, I'm just gonna choose premium permanent vinyl glossy. That's what I like to use for this one here. I'm just going to load it. Now this is for the Style Tech. I believe they call it Opal, so Style Tech Opal. I have it linked down below for you guys, so keep in mind, other holographics may take more pressure. So I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to load it. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and hit that go button. So while that is cutting out, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to weed this one. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and unload that last one, and then we're gonna get ready to make our projects. Once you have both of your pieces weeded out, so this is our adhesive vinyl, and then this is our HTV. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that adhesive vinyl, and then we're gonna line up our HTV. So we're just gonna go ahead and go right on top and just line it up like so. Now you could definitely use your little small, say for example, your little Cricut Mini, or you can even use a bigger heat press like this. So you don't need super high heat, you just need a little bit to get them to cling together. So what I'm gonna be doing, since I'm making a t-shirt, I'm gonna go ahead and start heating this up. So I'm gonna set it for 320 for 30 seconds, but I'm not gonna press this like that. So while this is heating up for my t-shirt, so even if you weren't doing a t-shirt and you were doing this, get it turned on. It's at 110 degrees now. I've got my parchment paper here. I'm gonna go ahead and fold this over. and then we're just gonna go right on top here. So we're just gonna go right on top for a few seconds, and then we're gonna test it to see if we can go ahead and peel those apart. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and test it. Once again, my heat was barely at like 160 or so at that time. So to test it, we're just gonna go ahead and get a corner here and start to peel. So it looks like we've got a few little pieces. I've got a little star there that wasn't sticking, but it seems like a majority of it's going down. So I'm gonna go back one more time. So we're at 210, so this time I definitely only want a second or so. So the higher that heat, the less time that you wanna have that on there. Now, if you were using your small little mini Cricut, I would put it on number 1 and then just go over it a few times. So we're gonna go ahead and test this once again. All right, so it looks like it was a success that time. So you don't want to apply too much heat because you don't want to over melt your adhesive vinyl. So you want to melt your HTV enough to cling, and look at how amazing this looks. It looks perfect. It looks like I used both adhesive vinyl and you can't even tell. So once again, the reason why I'm doing this is I don't have any glow in the dark adhesive vinyl, but I want to accomplish this project and I've made that possible. So let's go ahead and pick it up with some transfer tape. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and take a squeegee really quick. I'm gonna take that coffee cup. We're gonna go right on top here. I'm gonna take a clean cloth here just to make sure that all of my fingerprints and any sort of debris or oils are removed. There we go, perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and set it down one more time. And then we're gonna go ahead and take that transfer tape and we're gonna pick this guy up. All right, so now that we have that transfer tape, I'm gonna go ahead and peel my backing off. Now, I've mentioned this before, but Style Tech, for their opal, it's a clear background, and I love it because you can lay it on top of your product like a cup and be able to see through it. So I really wish that all backing was clear. So all of the adhesive vinyl companies, I hope you're listening because we want some clear backing. I'm telling you, once you use it, you're gonna be obsessed. All right, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and figure out where I wanna place this. So I think I'm happy with that. So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and rub down the middle and then work from one side to the next. All right, so once you have everything rubbed down, we're just gonna go ahead and peel this off. At this point, if you have any bubbles, you can go ahead and remove those now. And there you guys have it. How stinking cool is this? Now during the daytime, it's gonna go ahead and activate our glow in the dark material. So once you guys turn off the lights, it becomes dark. You're gonna see that really cool design start to glow. It is absolutely amazing what you guys can do with that material. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to project number 2. All right, so step 1, we need to make sure that we remove any sort of lint or debris. And then we're gonna go ahead and remove any sort of moisture and just smooth everything out. Now we're ready to place down our design. To find that center, we're gonna fold it in half, and then we're gonna go ahead and come down from our neck tag around 3 to 4 fingers down. Look straight, smooth it out, and then we're gonna go right on top. So I think it's big enough to where I'm gonna need to go over it twice. So I'm gonna go ahead and get one side and then the next. All right, so we're gonna scoot over and I'm gonna press it one more time. So 320 for 30 seconds. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and move that out of our way, turn that off. And now this is a hot or warm peel because I am using Caesar Easy Weed. So we're just gonna go ahead and get a corner here and peel. And there you guys have it. How stinking cute is this? So like I said, during the daytime, you're wearing it around, you're rocking it. It just looks like the skeleton bones. It is so cool. But at night is where that magic's gonna happen and it's going to glow. So once again, it is so cool if you were wearing this, walking around with the kiddos trick-or-treating or maybe for that Halloween party. It is so stinking good. So as you guys can see with that glow in the dark at nighttime, it just really pops and looks super, super cool. I hope you guys have enjoyed these really cute, fun Halloween projects using your Cricut, and not to mention once again that these are free SVGs. So all you simply need to do is click on the links down below. It's gonna take you straight over to the site, and all you need to do is hit that download button and they are gonna be completely yours for free. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one.